Welcome to Art History with Jackie. Today, we're going to be talking about vintage ski posters. Skiing hasn't always been the fun leisure activity that it is today. It was a mode of transportation, but ski resorts began to develop and they needed to bring people to their new ski destinations. The first ski posters started showing up in France. They then began cropping up in Switzerland, advertising the sport as well as competitions and purveyors of outdoor clothing. Ski posters were designed to entice wealthy Europeans to travel to the Alps for a ski vacation. Before skiing became more accessible as it is today, it was an exclusive sport of the leisure class only, and the advertisements for luxurious ski destinations were themselves works of art. At the turn of the 20th century, limited run posters were produced touting St. Moritz, Stuf, and Davos, among other storied spots. Most were hung near railroad stations to promote train travel to the resorts. Ski posters have gained popularity over the years and have grown in value. They have become collectibles that ski aficionados invest in. In today's episode, we'll be looking at some of the graphic artists who built this classic poster style. Martin Piekert was one of these artists. Born in Zug, he graduated from the École des Beaux-Arts in Geneva in 1921. His tourism posters had a clear, memorable style that was greatly influenced by Art Deco. You might recognize his work from the famous cow logo that he did for Villars Chocolate. His images were notable for their playful tone, promoting winter sports in the Valais and the Bernese Oberland. Another ski poster designer was Walter Herdeg. He is best remembered as the founder of Graphis, an international magazine widely credited with shaping contemporary design culture. This magazine, that began in 1944, provided a forum for new ideas and techniques. Herdeg's own ideas were notable for the innovative techniques they employed, combining photographic images with typefaces inspired by handwriting. His travel posters advertising the luxury resort of St. Moritz became particularly well known. They featured a burst of sun, still used as the resort's logo today. Alex Diggleman is another name that springs to mind when thinking of ski posters. He was born in Switzerland in 1902 and was one of the country's most celebrated graphic designers. He advertised resorts across the country and was the official designer for the 1948 Winter Olympics in St. Moritz, creating the event's poster and special celebratory stamps. His artwork won no fewer than 3 Olympic gold medals, back when the Olympics were still giving out medals for artwork. This poster is by Ottobaumberger. A Swiss artist, Baumberger was born in 1889. He was one of the first Swiss artists to work as a full-time poster designer. He created more than 200 designs from the beginning of his career in 1911. He produced some of the earliest examples of tourism-focused posters in the country. Emil Cardino showed a talent for drawing from a young age. He studied under the influential German symbolist painter Franz von Stuck, whose other students included Paul Klee and Vasily Kandinsky. After studying lithography in Munich, he turned to poster design, creating striking designs notable for their style and simplicity. Roger Broders is another well-known name in the poster design world. The Paris-born artist became one of the most prolific poster designers of the 1930s. Art critic Alain Weil said of his work, "His rich palette is just as capable of capturing the midday sun as it is the chill of mountain peaks, and doesn't shy away from boldness in its layout." These posters have gone from advertisements for a new sport to collectible art pieces. They are nostalgic reminders of the early days of skiing. We hope this week's episode inspired you to get out onto the slopes. Thanks, and see you next week.